when we say listening, so what is, so here I am starting with this कि what is in हिंदी में कैसे listening को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में क्या जैसे माया ने भी बात किया कि hearing and listening is different, so we will come to that also. So listening is it's a means of gaining knowledge. And what kind of knowledge? The right knowledge that is free from all doubts and errors. So just let us try to have a bit understanding of this, and then we will come to कि इसको हम लोग रोज करेंगे कैसे? How can we do this in everyday life? And how it applies to when we are talking to our children or when we are interacting with our child. So how this thing applies. So listening is a means of gaining knowledge. This we will keep as one piece of knowledge in our mind, and then we will move ahead. And true listening is possible only if there is eagerness to know. So only if there is eagerness to know, only if the parent wants to know the child, then only the parent will be able to listen to the child. So listening is more about knowing what all it is. What is all about listening? So when we say, so as it has already come that are you hearing your child or are you listening to your child? Now let us understand how are these two terms different. Yes, let us talk about this. Let us keep it two ways. All of you can share what do you feel about these two words. Are you hearing your child or are you listening to your child?
Please just
yes, anyone would like to share anything? Yes, yes, Parag ji, yes, listening is absence of judgment. Exactly. So, जहाँ पे listening का मतलब जो है, जो श्रवण है, जो सुनना है, वो hearing और listening वो कैसे अलग है दोनों. Hearing is basically जब हम कान से सुन रहे हैं, ठीक है? Ear is the hearing organ. So, it's the function of ear is to hear. Okay, so that's one biologically physiological process. Hearing is a physiological process, whereas listening is a psychological process. Listening includes a lot of other parameters, and yes, as Parag just said, that it is absence of judgment. It is absence of judgment where there is attention is paid. Listening requires attention, pure attention, because hearing, we generally, when we say overheard, उड़ते उड़ते सुनना, that is overheard, overhearing. So that is when there's an input is coming. So that's the automatic function. वो एक कान का automatic function है कि जो भी कुछ हो रहा है वो हमको सुनाई देगा. So that's input we are getting. But just give me a second. Yes, but what we are paying attention to, that's what we listen to. So not everything that's being heard is being listened. I think is this point making sense? Not everything that's being heard is being listened. हर चीज जो हम कान में हमारे पड़ रही है, हम उसको एक्चुअली सुन रहे हैं ध्यान से, ऐसा नहीं होता है. कोई कुछ शेयर करेगा यहाँ पे? ओके, लेट मी कम टू, मैं और आगे आती हूँ थोड़ा सा और ये लेट दिस कम टू द डेली लाइफ थिंग, then it will be, I think, more clear to everyone. So parents can only listen to a child if they stop their self talk. So there is lot of self talk always keeps on going. हमारे हमेशा दिमाग में बातें चलती रहती है, हम अपने आप से कुछ कुछ बातें करते रहते हैं, ठीक है. So there is always a voice inside our head which keeps on talking. हम लोग कुछ ना कुछ कि ये ऐसा है, ये ऐसा करना है, वो ऐसा करना है. So इस तरह का कुछ ना कुछ दिमाग में चलता रहता है, which can be related to people, which can be related to thinking about future, which can be related to thinking about past. तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो वो नॉर्मली हमेशा हमारे दिमाग में उस तरह का चलता रहता है कुछ ना कुछ. सो विद दैट लिसनिंग इज डिफिकल्ट. वो जो दिमाग में हमेशा चलता रहता है सब कुछ, उसके साथ में प्रॉपर जो लिसनिंग है वो मुश्किल है, वो नहीं हो सकता. फिर उसके साथ हियरिंग हो सकता है, कान में पड़ जाएगी आवाज, बट हम उसको समझ नहीं पाएंगे. अभी ये जो टेस्ट अभी मैंने दिया था, इसमें मैंने आई हैव कंसीडर्ड 4 पैरामीटर्स ऑफ लिसनिंग, 4 एस्पेक्ट्स मैंने इसमें कंसीडर किए थे. एक तो था कि फिजिकल प्रेजेंस. तो लिसनिंग इंक्लूड्स फिजिकल प्रेजेंस. वो कैसे, कुछ आप लोगों ने जो टेस्ट दिया था उसमें जिन्होंने दिया है, सो माइट हैव सीन दैट कुछ सेंटेंसेस ऐसे थे कि आई लुक एट माई चाइल्ड, और when my child is talking to me I turn towards the child, and तो वो एक फिजिकल प्रेजेंस है आपकी. जब बच्चा बात करने आ रहा है तो उस समय हम फिजिकली प्रेजेंट उसको हो पा रहे हैं या नहीं हो पा रहे हैं, या फिर हम जो कुछ कर रहे हैं उसमें हम बहुत ज्यादा बिजी हैं. बहुत बार शायद many a times it might happen that not many a times, not be happening many a times, या sometimes is fine, कि हम जो कर रहे हैं वो हम नहीं छोड़ सकते जब हम बच्चा हमसे बात करने आ रहा है, when the child is coming to talk to us, but then it should be like वो एक थोड़ा यहाँ पे अवेयरनेस लाने की जरूरत है कि जब आप you feel that the child has come to tell something is और बहुत बार ऐसा भी होता है कि एडल्ट्स के हिसाब से जो बच्चा बोलने आया है वो एक बहुत नॉर्मल सी चीज होती है, जो कि हमारे हिसाब से हमको वी माइट फील कि दिस इज वेरी इनसिग्निफिकेंट. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप खाना बना रहे हो या आप कुछ काम कर रहे हो, ठीक है, एंड योर चाइल्ड कम्स एंड टेल्स कि ये मुझे थोड़ी सी ये चोट लग गई है, ठीक है, और आप चोट एक्चुअली कहीं दिख नहीं रही है, और ये बहुत बार होता है. ठीक है, ये जब छोटे बच्चे हैं, जब 7 साल के नीचे, ठीक है, तो ये बहुत बार ऐसा होगा कि वो बच्चा आएगा कि मम्मा मुझे लग गया है. 7-8 साल तक ये होता है, उसके बाद में थोड़ा सा चेंज आता है. तो पेरेंट को समझ में नहीं आता है. नॉर्मली बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि तो पहली चीज निकलती है मुंह से कि इतना तो कुछ नहीं लगा है, इतना कहाँ लगा है. ठीक है, तो ये जो है दिस व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि बच्चे को लगा तो है, थोड़ा सा कुछ लगा है जो हमारे हिसाब से बहुत थोड़ा है. ठीक है, but the child has come approached the parent. Now if the parent at that time tells the child कि ये तो तुमको लगा ही नहीं है, तुम ऐसे ही बोल रहे हो, बिल्कुल कहाँ लगा है, थोड़ा भी नहीं लगा है, बहुत थोड़ा लगा है. तो अगर आप ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, अगर हम उस समय ऐसा बोल रहे हैं, तो can anyone share what will the child, उसके दिमाग में क्या आएगा, what will come to the child's mind?
शायद दूसरी बार वो बताएगा नहीं छोटी छोटी चीजें.
यस, छोटी छोटी चीजें धीरे धीरे वो बताना बंद कर देगा. So, ऐसी बहुत सारी दिस वी विल कम टू दिस और आगे अभी. तो उसके बाद में मेंटल प्रेजेंस है एंड इमोशनल प्रेजेंस है. मेंटल प्रेजेंस इज कि व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज टॉकिंग, व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज टेलिंग यू समथिंग, उस समय आप कितना उसको आप अपने मेंटली कैसे प्रेजेंट हो. अब मेंटल प्रेजेंस क्या है कि आपको बच्चा कुछ बता रहा है एंड देन यू फील कि बीच में हमको लगता है कि नहीं तुमको ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, और बीच में हम उसकी बात रोक के हम उसको बीच में कुछ समझाने लग जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो बच्चा अभी बोल रहा है एंड हम लोग बीच में उसको रोक के वी स्टार्ट टेलिंग द चाइल्ड कि नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए था, या इसको ऐसे करना चाहिए था, या रुको मैं बताती हूँ तुमको कैसे करना चाहिए था, या जब इस तरह से होता है तो ये एक दिस इज अ रॉन्ग टाइप ऑफ मेंटल प्रेजेंस. तो मेंटल प्रेजेंस एक्चुअली क्या है, इज व्हेन योर माइंड इज प्रेजेंट टू चाइल्ड इन द फॉर्म दैट जो वो बोल रहा है वो उसको बोलने का पूरा चांस मिल रहा है. ठीक है, और फिर है इमोशनल प्रेजेंस, है कि कितना इमोशनली हम प्रेजेंट हैं. बहुत बार बच्चा कुछ ऐसा काम किया है बच्चे ने, द चाइल्ड हैज डन समथिंग दैट वी डोंट लाइक, और इमोशंस
Yes,
उस
ma'am.
समय हमारे ऐसे हो गए हैं कि भाई डांट दिया बच्चे को या गुस्सा हो गए बच्चे के ऊपर. ठीक है, और बहुत बार जब बच्चे छोटे हैं या इनफैक्ट इन हायर एज ऑल्सो, लेटर एज
हाँ, window
ऑल्सो,
mask ना.
एडोलेसेंस में भी बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि पेरेंट जब कुछ बोल रहा बच्चा जो बोल रहा है वो पेरेंट को बहुत ज्यादा ठीक से समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, और शायद पेरेंट का कुछ अपना और पीछे का कुछ है जो उसके दिमाग में है पेरेंट के, एंड वो जब बच्चा बोल रहा है तो वो पेरेंट के साथ में वो कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है ठीक से. ठीक है, एंड पेरेंट गेट्स एंग्री और गेट्स इरिटेटेड, और या फिर बच्चा जो है वो एक ही बात को बार बार समझा रहा है, बार बार बोल रहा है, तो भी पेरेंट को ये समझने की जरूरत है कि बच्चा एक ही चीज को बार बार रिपीट क्यों कर रहा है. Why the child is repeating the same thing again and again, or repeating in the form of speaking or in the form of doing. किसी भी तरह से अगर बच्चा रिपीट कर रहा है कोई भी एक्शन या बोल के या करके, it means the child has not been heard or has not been listened to properly. उसको समझा नहीं गया है, इसलिए वो एक्शन उसका अगर गलत एक्शन जो पेरेंट्स को लग रहा है वो रिपीट हो रहा है बार बार. ठीक है, जनरली बच्चे एक्शंस रिपीट तब करते हैं जबकि उन्हें कुछ आपको मैसेज देना है एंड दे डोंट हैव द एबिलिटी टू टेल इट क्लियरली. सो 7-8 साल के बच्चों में, 9 साल के बच्चों में ये होता है, लेकिन उसके ऊपर वाले जो बच्चे हैं then they start doing things purposely that their parents don't like. फिर ये एडोलेसेंट में हो जाता है शुरू, स्पेशली वो चीजें कर रहा है जो पेरेंट को पसंद नहीं है. तो वो कहाँ से आ रहा है, when the child is feeling that the child has not spoken enough. So this is emotional presence of parent, and then is the spiritual presence का एक मैंने उसमें रखा था पैरामीटर. सो एक फिजिकल प्रेजेंस, मेंटल प्रेजेंस, इमोशनल प्रेजेंस एंड स्पिरिचुअल प्रेजेंस. अब स्पिरिचुअल प्रेजेंस क्या है, इसको हम थोड़ा इस तरह से समझ सकते हैं कि बहुत ये
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. I mean, there was a request to be more bilingual. Someone mentioned.
ठीक है.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No issues. So yes, so I considered 4 aspects of listening in the test. So one is physical aspect, one is mental aspect, one is emotional aspect, and another is spiritual aspect. Now when we say spiritual, what is spiritual aspect? So it is basically understanding the journey of a child and how it is connecting to the journey of the parent. That is spirituality, spiritual element. ठीक है, so we will just focus on इस पे हम लोग इस element पे इतना ही focus करेंगे कि how the journey of the child and the journey of the parent are connected. So do we see child as a person who does not know much, who needs lot of guidance, who need lot of yes, so I'm just doing it bilingual, so there are messages. So spiritual presence is basically related to how much we think that what the child says or does is important or is meaningful, or the child is what the child is doing, what difference is it making in parents' life, how the lives are connected. So all this also becomes a part of listening. This I will just come to these topics. I'll share little later. So why do we need to listen to our child? क्या जरूरत है सुनने की? Why do we need to listen? So listening, as we have seen, as we just saw and understood, that it is a hearing, it is different from hearing. It is something which requires attention. It is something which is a psychological process. It is a skill which can be learned and enhanced. ये listening जो है ये एक skill है. इसको learn कर सकते हैं, इसको better कर सकते हैं, enhance कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? Hearing जो है वो एक biological, वो एक ability है. So वो difference है दोनों का. So listening is one of the most sincere form of paying respect. So when we say this, what does it mean? Like whenever someone is listening, even to us, someone listens to us, very consciously and with patience. So everyone loves it. Everyone likes it. किसी को भी ये पसंद नहीं होता है कि जब हम कुछ किसी को बता रहे हैं और कुछ बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है और हम बता रहे हैं एंड देन सडनली बीच में वो पर्सन खड़ा या तो फोन देखने लग जाए. ठीक है? सो दैट्स क्वाइट इरिटेटिंग. अभी स्पेशली इफ समवन इज शेयरिंग समथिंग which has something related to emotions, related to feelings, or something related to the person is planning something, तो उससे रिलेटेड अगर कोई कुछ शेयर कर रहा है और आप बीच में जो person है, the person is maybe looking more at phone or is suddenly बीच में कुछ और बोलने लग जाता है. The person suddenly starts speaking of something else or asks an irrelevant question which is not related to that particular thing that the other person is saying. So this is almost a kind of disrespect. So even we also, adults also, we also don't share with people where we don't feel safe. Even adults also, so similarly it applies to children. ठीक है? So जितना adults को खराब लगता है कि उनकी बात को बीच में कोई काट के कोई और बात शुरू कर दे, जैसे adults को खराब लगता है, वैसे ही similarly, वैसे ही exactly बच्चे को भी खराब लगता है. Not till the age of 7, 8, but उसके बाद में yes, after the age of around 8, 9, then when the children comes in the realm of feelings, they start operating from feelings. Then they feel disrespected. Even a younger child also, when the child is speaking, they do not likes to be interrupted in between. क्योंकि जो 7 से छोटे बच्चे हैं, the children who are younger than 7 years, when they are talking, they are completely engrossed in whatever they are speaking. वो बहुत engross होके बोलते हैं.
Hello, nice to see you back.
वो बिल्कुल उसमें they are completely into that moment or in that scene, whatever they are speaking. तो उसमें जब हम बच्चे को बीच में इंटरप्ट करते हैं तो एक बच्चे का पूरा जो एक सीक्वेंस है वो खराब हो जाता है. और then the child loses it. Then maybe the child gets cranky. The child might get start crying. In the case of adults, we might not talk about it again. But in the case of children, they might they might get irritated. They might not eat. They might shout. So they might have this kind of behavior. And so children feel safe when listened to with warmth. And they will only listen to parents if they feel listened to. So ये एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है कि बच्चे सुनते नहीं हैं. Children do not listen to the parent, especially जब बड़े हो जाते हैं थोड़े से ज़्यादा 8-9 साल के ऊपर, 10 साल के आसपास. तो ये एक बहुत बार ये क्वेश्चन आता है कि बच्चे सुनते नहीं हैं पेरेंट्स को. तो वो क्यों नहीं सुनते हैं? What has led to this not listening to children? What has led that the children are not listening to parents? What leads to that? Please speak something. Would anyone like to share? Um, yes, so
मैडम का नीचे नीचे बताइए बेटा
so as we talked earlier, that
6 बजे का
we do not listen to our, if you do not listen to your child, they will slowly stop telling you. तो जब बच्चों को ऐसा लगता है कि उनको
कहाँ जा रही है बेटा चप्पल लेकर आओ ऊपर से अगर चप्पल है तो मास्क पहन के
so when the children feel that they are not, the attention is not paid to what they are saying, then slowly they stop telling what they have on their mind or what they want to speak. So they stop telling that, they stop sharing. So many times it happens that children at the age of 12, 13, 14, slowly, they get into the mode where they stop sharing with their parents what they are feeling or what they are thinking or what's on their mind. So that's why, so that's a process. So if from the childhood, the child has not felt, बच्चे को ये नहीं लगा है कि उसके पेरेंट्स उसको बहुत अच्छे से सुनते हैं, तो वो एक पॉइंट पे आके फिर बोलना बंद कर देगा, बताना बंद कर देता है, ठीक है, बिकॉज वो बच्चे को लगता है कि ये बहुत मीनिंगलेस है, इट्स नो पॉइंट sharing with the parents when they are not giving the complete attention to what the child is speaking. Also, by listening, parents allow children to draw conclusions and be responsible. How does that happen? Because when you're lending your ear, when a parent is listening with the complete attention, with physically, mental, emotional presence, when the parent is listening with that integration of the senses, listening जो है ये कुछ senses ये सबका integration करके होता है. See, listening requires integration of senses. It is not that clear, that direct activity. It is so that's why it needs practice. See, hearing is direct thing. The whatever is coming to our ear, if we do not have any hearing impairment, we will just listen to it. Okay, it will come to our ear. The message, the input will come to ears. But listening is not that. Listening requires practice. Listening requires attention. It requires awareness, and that is why we always talk about listening skills. We don't talk about hearing. So that's where so when parents allow children to speak and parents are present to listen to the child, then when the child is speaking, is engrossed in speaking, the child is able to reach to the conclusions. If the child is telling any problem, let's say related to schools, related to friends, or related to studies, or related to anything, not eating something, and the child is sharing with you, and the parent allows child to speak on their own pace. There may be pauses in between. Then while speaking slowly, a point comes where a child can see the conclusion of what the child, how this problem can be solved. Child can reach to that conclusion. And once the child starts understanding conclusions on their own, then they become more responsible.
Yeah, ma'am, I have a question here.
Yes.
So you're talking about speaking. What if the child doesn't speak, doesn't express? Does listening include the actions, like for example, if we are feeding the child and the child uh, doesn't eat, so do we need to listen to that, or do we I mean the child doesn't express actually.
Um, so that's what. So listening is not only of the words. Listening is you listen to the body, you listen to the actions. So listening is that's what. So Shirley has also asked me to give an example of the integration of senses. So yes, Shirley, here is your answer also is the same. Comes from this question only, that listening is not only when we say reading between the lines. No, reading between the lines where there is no word.
Right.
So listening is basically not only to the words, it is to the body, to the action, to the mood, to the behavior, to the emotion. Everything can be listened to. So when the child is cranky, the child, especially I think your daughter is quite young, Surya.
Yes, yeah,
So she is like
three, 3 years.
3 years. Yeah. So 3-year child cannot verbally explain anything. A 3-year child will only either be happy or be sad or be cranky, be crying, yeah, irritated. So that is their way of communicating. So that's how they communicate. So we have to see that what is making the child uncomfortable. So that is in this age group. Even as the Mansi was saying, Mansi Patel, I think she was saying that her child is 7.5 years, 7.5 months. So even 7.5 month child, moment the child is born, even the child is not born, it just before the birth also. There is a connection. So, so that's a different topic. We can talk about it sometime, but the connection between the parent and the child starts even before the birth of a child, even before the child is conceived. So that's a complete different, more in deep depth theory. So, but here, when the child is not speaking, the child is very young. You have to listen. We have to listen to the body, how the child is using her hands, her legs, her face. How is it? So that is what. So it's not only the words which are to be listened to. It's the complete body which speaks. And many times even we use also these, how the complete body is speaking, someone's, and the emotions speaks. So that's that's what we call integration, Shirley. That's what we call integration. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. So listening is far more than words. It's far more than what is visible. It's far more than that. We have to understand it's a psychological process. It's not,
Okay.
yeah, it's not just what is visible on the face. It's not just that. That is why this is an important topic, and that is why it's a very, very important skill for parents, or for, in fact, anyone actually, even with your spouse, or your friends. So generally our friends, we will be more, companions. When we call someone a companion, who is the companion? To whom we talk and the person listens.
Right.
That's the companion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ma'am, but how do we figure out the body language, ma'am? Can you explain a bit about that?
For younger, very young children, their body language gets aggressive when they are hungry, or when their parents are not around, or when they are feeling unsafe, or generally till around 3, 4, 5, they have more biology. They are more biological beings.
Oh, okay.
They have more of biological needs. Okay? And they depend on the primary caretaker to fulfill those needs.
Okay.
Now this also parent, the one who is taking care of the child, is also a need of the child.
All right, understood.
So when the child sees that the mother is not going to be around, then the child starts feeling cranky. Okay, so
Okay.
in case you are working, or mothers who work, so there is a complete different way how you can prepare a child for a routine, so that
Okay.
which can be helpful. um, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Datta, there is a question.
Yes.
So, say if somebody has been observing children, working with children, and suddenly found out that some child who has otherwise been very active has gone quiet, or there are signs of aggression, or the child who is suddenly uninterested in work. So, these are kind of signs that a teacher or a person might pick up. How would the person approach the child for the child to open up in the right manner?
Um, yes. So this is as important for teachers also. Listening is as important for teachers also. So now, how do we approach such a child who is kind of withdrawing?
Yeah.
Okay. So it can happen in the case of adolescents at home also. It at the age of 13, 14, 15, 16, this is the age when children many a time starts withdrawing from parents at home.
Yeah.
They start going into their shell.
Hmm.
So if you ask a child what happened to you, what is wrong with you, the child will never talk about it.
Correct.
Okay, the child will never talk, the child will never directly talk about it, because that is something which has hurted the child.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if we approach the child with the question, what has hurt, what is that hurted you? What are you, uncomfortable about? The child will not talk. So the best way I would say is to go to understand the interest of child, and then approach the child from there.
Right.
See what where is child interested in, what are the common interests that you the teacher and the child, or the parent and the child have, and when how they can talk about those interests. So
Okay.
once you, and we really need to give it time, because everyone needs their space. We can't really push. So when we get into pushing things, they
Right.
don't work. So you can always do this, try this, that look for what exactly the child is interested in, talk about those things, spend few days like that, and then the slowly when child gets comfortable with you, or teacher or a parent, then they will, on their own, they will open up.
Right. Right.
And also it requires genuine interest.
Correct. Correct.
हाँ, it should not be like superficial नहीं होना चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर वो बच्चे को पता चल जाता है. Child can
And
make
it shouldn't be outcome oriented that a child has withdrawn, so now let us make him start to get to talk again. ऐसा नहीं. It's a
नहीं.
genuine interest to understand what is happening and why is the child quiet.
Yes. See, these are all very emotion based things, so they don't work like outcome based.
Correct.
It
Correct.
doesn't work like that.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you, Sheetal. So so yes, so I think this is like where we discuss that why do we need to listen to our children. Now let us come to so by listening to children, even if you, as a parent or as a teacher, you can help child to draw the conclusions, because when you are speaking, then you make a sequence, and then from sequence you reach to the conclusion. And if the child feels safe and can speak properly, then this becomes a habit slowly, and then the child gets into the habit of making conclusion for self and being more responsible. Now let us talk about how it affects the overall personality and mental health of child. Listening. Okay, we are talking about listening. So how does it affect the overall personality? So there is attachment theory, which shows that how the attachment between a parent and a child when the child is very young, infant, at that point of time, how it works, and then how it affects the adulthood of child. when this child becomes adult, then how it affects the attachment patterns of this adult now. ठीक है. सो जो अटैचमेंट पैटर्न पेरेंट्स का और बच्चे का होगा, वो अटैचमेंट पैटर्न इस बच्चे का, जब ये बच्चा बड़ा हो जाएगा तो अपने इस दूसरे अपना जो इसका सर्कल होगा वहां पर उसका ऑलमोस्ट वही अटैचमेंट पैटर्न चलेगा. ठीक है. टिल दिस एडल्ट अंडरस्टैंड्स, बिकम अवेयर एंड changes very consciously, changes himself or herself, then the pattern is changed. Otherwise the attachment pattern it continues. जैसा पेरेंट्स के साथ है वैसा ही उस बच्चे का बाद में बड़े होके अपने स्पाउस के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, अपने बॉस के साथ, अपने जूनियर्स के साथ वो पैटर्न वैसा ही रहेगा. ठीक है. unless this person becomes aware of it and changes it consciously. so so attachment theory जो है इसमें ये बहुत आता है कि it concludes that the most basic emotional needs of human beings includes the need to be listened. That's the most basic emotional need of a human being, to be listened. Okay. And that's from day one. That's where the child starts crying. From day one, the child starts crying because the child needs to show the presence. So when we are speaking, we are actually trying to show our presence. Now let us understand what are the various ways we show our presence. So we like even हम अपना presence किस तरह से दिखाते हैं बोलने के अलावा. So even the way we dress, the way we walk, the way we behave, the kind of language we use, everything shows our presence. So so this is the way of showing that I am there. So it's a very basic emotional need, listening. And when children are not listened to, they might become controlling and abusive adults, affecting their personal lives. So children, because they have not spoken enough in childhood and they have not been heard, they've not been allowed, because when the child is not listened to, and it is not that the parent is not good or parent is, it's not that parent is bad, that is why parent is not listening to the child. ऐसा नहीं है कि parent खराब है और parent बच्चे से बात नहीं करना चाहता है या वो गुस्सा है बच्चे पे तब वो बच्चे को नहीं सुन रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है. Even with all good intentions, even with all, this might happen that somehow, somewhere parents miss listening to the child. It's not that it's a, consciously the parent is doing it. ऐसा नहीं है. ये एक बहुत ही ऐसा चीज है जो एकदम this is, it just happens. It as Dr. Ahuja yesterday shared that, we miss to be responsive. We know what is required, we know what is needed, but somewhere in the, the responsibilities of life, we forget to be responsive. So similarly, we forget to listen. So it is not that the parent is intentionally doing it. It's not that. So this is just happening and we have to be aware of it. We have to bring the awareness. Not being listened affects socializing skills of children. Okay, then they find it difficult to socialize with people, with friends. It becomes difficult for them to be with people, to talk to people, because then they don't know how to talk and they are always in fear whether the other person will listen to them or not listen to them. So that fear comes in, and with that fear comes lower self-esteem, where the child learns that, it's not right to speak everywhere because people might not listen to you. And then slowly the child starts believing that I should not speak much. And then slowly the child gets into the cycle of lower self-esteem, where the child starts believing that the child is not good enough to speak. Then there is this So this is a study from, I found this on this Harvard website, that the absence of responsive relationships poses a threat to child well-being. Absence of responsive relationships, where the child is not is not getting a responsive relationship. Responsive relationship means where the parent is not responding to the need of the child. Okay. जो बच्चे की जरूरत है बोलने की, खेलने की, या उसको समझने की, या उसके इमोशंस की, जो उसकी जरूरत है, अगर उसको रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर पाए हैं पेरेंट्स, तो it is a threat to child well-being. It has a toxic effect on developing brain circuitry. So see how this listening thing is going. What is the effect? So it has a toxic effect on developing brain circuitry, means there can be neurological problems also. With children who are not psychological होगा, neuropsychological होगा, neurological होगा, ये सब issues हो सकते हैं बच्चों को थोड़ा बड़े होते होते. So when they have not spoken enough, when they have not been listened to. So this is the link of that this study I have shared here. Anyone here till here? Anyone would like to share anything? Now, how can we do it in our daily routine interactions? So we need to listen to our child with open mind. Open mind है मतलब कि without judgment. ठीक है, एक शुरू से refrain from judging your child while child is speaking anything. तो जब बच्चा कुछ बोल रहा है, आप already अपने दिमाग में, if you are making some judgment that the child is doing this because the child is trying to hide something, or the child is trying to cover up something, or इसने ऐसा किया होगा इसलिए अभी ऐसा कर रहा है, तो वो जो पूरा हम अपने एक दिमाग में स्टोरी बनाते हैं, वो स्टोरी बनाए बिना अगर हम बच्चे को सुनेंगे खाली दिमाग से, तो हम उसको बेटर सुन पाएंगे. And if you interrupt your child when your child is speaking, you are indirectly conveying that he or she, what they say is not worth it. तो वो बच्चा बोल रहा है वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. ये बहुत बार होता है कि हम बच्चों को जब वो बोल रहे हैं तो वो कुछ ऐसी बात बोलते हैं कि हमको गुस्सा आ जाता है, एंड देन हम उनको बोलते हैं कि चुप हो जाओ, अभी मत बोलो. ये बहुत बार होता है. तो this happens many times when the child is speaking, especially जब थोड़े से बड़े हो जाते हैं, जब प्रॉपर बोलने लग जाते हैं, तो उस समय, so when we interrupt the child while the child is speaking, or we correct the child, नहीं वो अभी the child has just started speaking the sentence, and we in between we start correcting the child. नहीं ये ऐसे नहीं है, ये ऐसे हुआ था, या ये ऐसे है, या ये ऐसे करना चाहिए था. So when we do it, approach it from there, so we are telling them that you are not worth it. And also, yes, having patience if you want to have patience if you want to correct. So if you want to correct a child, that can only be possible by having patience and by waiting, by giving a pause, and by hurrying your child into completion of sentence, you give your own ideas to your child. So when this also happens many times, when the child is speaking something, we have this habit of parents or teachers, we have this habit of giving the words to child to complete the sentence. Like if child is saying, "Arey, I was doing this and I felt," so the child is saying this, and you just give a word. Okay, so you felt sad. Okay, so you did not feel good. The child actually may be wanting to say something else, but when you give a word to the child then stops it there. So never this also happens when we are talking with adults. That during that time also it happens that when the other person pauses somewhere or is speaking something, we complete the word. We give the word and we try to complete the sentence. So that is not required, especially with children. It is not required. And showing facial and body expressions. When your child is speaking something that you do not like, it threatens the child. So when the child is speaking something and you don't like it, or maybe the child is asking to go out, that you don't like, the child going out with someone, some particular friend, then our body language, it becomes like that. Our expressions becomes like that. हमारे एक्सप्रेशन ऐसे आ जाते हैं, गुस्से वाले या एंगर वाले. सो वो उससे क्या होता है, फिर वो धीरे धीरे वो बताना बंद कर देगा. वो करेगा तो सही, बट वो आपको बताना बंद कर देगा. ठीक है. So
Ma'am, could you repeat that in English, ma'am? Like what you gave an example, right? Yeah. Thank you.
This one, when if the child is going out with friends, this example.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, so if the child speaks something like which parents does not like, okay, like if the child is asking for going for a night out, or with friends somewhere, or for a movie somewhere, and you don't, as a parent, you don't approve of it, you don't like it, or you don't like those particular people, then when the child approaches you with that proposal that I have to go out with them, so generally we get angry, or our body expressions, they get aggressive. So that threatens the child. Now, this I am talking about children who are like 13, 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old. It is that age group. So what happens is that by threatening the child, ultimately the parent will not get a positive result, because the child will do, that is the age, 13, 14 till 16, 17 is the age bracket where the child will do what the child wants to do. Okay, you parents, we cannot stop child, we cannot really stop the child. So instead of threatening the child, it's good to be friend with the child and to understand what the child is doing, and keep such equation with the child where the child is ready to share with you. So this is it. So threatening the child is ultimately parents' loss. Then using phone when child is speaking conveys that what you are saying is not important. This is a problem. Abhi ka present times, this is a big problem. When child is speaking something, the parents are busy on phone. It happens many times. This is related to work also, because now since this lockdown, all the work is happening on phone. So this has come as a one big problem. But then when the child comes with something which really wants to share, for that particular time, we can just keep the phone aside, because when we are seeing the phone, when the child is speaking and you are using the phone, you are not only saying that what you're saying is not important, it also conveys to the child that you are also not important. And it hurts children around the age of 9. They start getting hurt. This feelings, it's high feeling time starts at the age of 9. And all these, then when the child is hurt, they can think lot of things. वो कुछ भी, जब बच्चा हर्ट है तो वो कुछ भी सोच सकता है उस समय कि मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे पसंद नहीं करते हैं, या फिर मेरे मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं आए हैं इसीलिए मुझे ऐसा बोल रहे हैं. तो वो अपना कुछ अलग से चेन बना लेगा सोचने का. ठीक है, विच इज नॉट इन योर कंट्रोल देन. तो इसीलिए ये है कि इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट टू बी लिसनिंग विद द होल बॉडी, विद योर आईज, विद योर फेस, विद योर हैंड्स, विद योर कंप्लीट प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड, बॉडी एंड verbal spirit. So that kind of presence that listening requires. And you can stop for some time if it's not forever. Whatever you are busy with, when your child wants to talk to you. So when child comes and approaches you for talking about something, we can just stop it. If we are doing something at that point of time, we think that it's very important. ये अभी करना ही पड़ेगा, ये हमको अभी काम करना है. लेकिन the child is not going to talk to you forever. it is just 5-10 minutes. It won't be more than that. So you can, whenever child approaches us for talking, it is always good to stop what you're doing and to listen to the child. Because whatever you are doing, it won't affect, unless it is some official meeting, something official which you cannot avoid, then it's a different thing. Then you need to talk to child that you are busy with something. So that's a different way of then dealing with the child. But if it is something that you can, stop for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then it must be stopped. If you are cooking, if you are doing some household thing, if you are, something which is 5-10 minutes, doesn't matter where. So, so this is about listening, and let me come back to the scores now. How did you find the test? कैसा लगा सबको? Anybody would like to share?
Yeah, I liked it very much.
So could you relate to the statements, Jyotha?
Yes, yeah. We could relate, and actually we can identify based on answering some questions. We will realize.
Yes. So answering those statements actually brings in awareness, because many times we are not aware of. So this reading the statements, it brings awareness. So yes, so the scores, those all who have got the scores between 12 to 18, they fall in the good listening skills range. Okay, so 12 to 14 is very good, and then 15 to 18 is towards the lower side. So I have given scores to most of the people. I have sent personally to everyone. So here we see that if the score is between 12 to 14, it's good. If between 15 to 18, it's still good, but then there is a lot to improve. There is scope for improvement. So what exactly to be improved here is the awareness, which you might have felt with the reading the statements. So there are two things that I considered here in the test. One is awareness, that knowing, having awareness that this is how we should use the phone. This is how we should behave when the child is around. This is how we should talk to child. So that's awareness. It's there. जो ध्यान में होना, जिसको बोलते हैं कि उसका ध्यान है, पता है, मालूम होना. So that is awareness. ठीक है. And then this attention is where are you paying attention? That is important. So if both are in upward direction, so this is 12 to 18 is that kind of score. But if it is 16, 17, 18, then it is like little on the lower side. And then between 19 to 28, if your score is between 19 to 28, then this shows moderate listening skills, where awareness is there, but attention needs to be worked upon. For some reasons, you are not able to pay attention. So what can be the reasons when we are aware of something, but we are not able to pay attention to that particular aspect? हमें मालूम है, लेकिन फिर भी हम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. Would anyone like to share anything?
अर्चना मैम, ये जो टेस्ट था लिसनिंग स्किल वाला, उसमें 1 2 3 था, तो क्या वो समझ में नहीं आया. मैंने सबमिट भी किया, लेकिन वो 1 1 पे रहा मेरा, तो स्कोर बहुत कम हो जाएगा. हाँ,
स्कोर कम होगा. 1 1 वाला जो था वो कम नहीं था. एक्चुअली आपने ऊपर जो था उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन पढ़ा था?
नहीं, वो नहीं पढ़ा. वही गड़बड़ हुआ.
हाँ, तो फिर कैसे आपने टेस्ट दिया?
तो अभी दोबारा दे दें क्या?
उसको आप दोबारा कर सकते हैं. हाँ, कौन? अनीता जी बोल रहे हैं? जी. अच्छा, ठीक है, आप उसको दोबारा करिए, उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन ठीक से पढ़िए. डिस्क्रिप्शन में मैंने क्लियर.
ओके.
ठीक है?
Okay.
One is which is rarely happens, two is which
जी.
happens जो थोड़ा ज्यादा होता है, और three जो हम बहुत ज्यादा करते हैं, always करते हैं.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
उसको आप
Okay.
फिर से कर दीजिएगा.
जी जी जी, थैंक यू.
ठीक है, तो 19 to 28 वाला जो है वो है मॉडरेट स्किल्स है, मतलब कि एवरेज स्कोर है, जहाँ पे अवेयरनेस है लेकिन अटेंशन बहुत 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 कम है, और अवेयरनेस भी उस लेवल का नहीं है. और फिर थर्ड है दैट इज द स्कोर बिटवीन 29 to 36 which needs immediate attention to for the parent to look into their listening skills, into their relationship with their child. So this listening is directly related to how your relationship is, going on with your child. There's a direct linkage. So if you can listen to your child, as I just discussed, that listen with eyes, listening is not only through ears. We listen with eyes, we listen with body basically. So if you listen in that way, the child will feel safe, and it will improve it will enhance the bond between parents and the child for the long term. So many times it happens that at old age, this happens that this child, when the parents are old, and when the child is now adult, so there is a gap. Now from where that gap is coming? It is not the generation gap. This is generation gap it's a hyped myth. It's not it's nothing like doesn't really exist. There are many other reasons for this gap. So all this is coming from the listening part. When the child is not being listened to, the child then does not know how to listen to others. Till there is some intervention, till something comes in where the child, works upon the skills. So, yes, anybody would like to share anything?
Can I add something, Archana?
Yes, I was waiting for you.
Actually, this listening is very, very important to us as parents. One thing we don't, what we do when the children are small, हम ऐसा सोचते हैं अरे क्या इतना छोटे बात को इतना बड़ा करके बोल रहे हैं. So that should not happen. For us it is chota, but for the child it is bada. So, it as Archana said, it takes only 5 minutes, not more than that. So listen with all your senses. You also add, don't discourage, we should add. That is one thing as parents we should do. Another thing as parents, what we do is when teacher says something, see, we always take teacher as our enemy. No, teacher is our friend. Teacher takes, see, there are 30 children in one class, and a teacher sends a note to you. That means that teacher is concerned about your child. So हम वो सब listening सब अधूरा जो करते हैं. So that is why there is so much of gap between us and the kid. So listening has to be wholehearted with all the senses on. We have to listen.
Yes.
Now, when you listen, they respect you, and the same thing, it has to be two ways. Give respect to the child so that the child respects you. Wonderful session, Rachana. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. So, very well summarized, Anita ji. So, yes, the child, however small, even the one day child, it is just the body is small, but the human being is as it is in their body. So this is what we have to understand, and this is what we have to respect. The child is 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and we can just we think that we can just tell child anything. We can speak in any language. We can behave anyways. So this is this is where the things get ingrained in the child, that okay, all this works, all this is fine, it can be, it can be like this. So listening is basically respecting. So if you are listening, you are respecting a child, and the child will reciprocate to you by listening to you. If you are not listening to child, the child will reciprocate to you by disrespecting. And as I shared in the last session also, that the child, might talk to you politely. The child might try to look good till the age of 8, 9. After that, the child will get out of it. Then at the age of 10, 11, 12, the child then will actually start showing the disrespect on face. So, so that has to be worked upon from the very childhood. So that, we don't, though during adolescence, the aggression, everything will come. That will happen during adolescence. But then there are ways of handling it also. So yes, anything else anybody would like to share?
Ma'am, if suppose a child wants to do something like, do it in his own way, and if it may not be the perfect way or the right way, so do we go with them in that journey and then help them figure out why it could be wrong with conversations, or just say no, you can do this? Give them suggestions is better, or walk through that journey and come to a conclusion is better?
See, this depends on the situation. So if it is not unsafe, then walk through the journey, let the child take time and let the child conclude for themselves.
Okay.
If it is like there is, you feel that it can be unsafe, then you need to suggest. Then you need to suggest. But if you feel that it is not unsafe, and if it can be handled in next week, 1 week or 1 month, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Many things in our life are actually can be handled on a slower pace.
Okay.
We just think that it has to be solved today. It's not that. There is no hurry in the life. That is the biggest problem of our generation, that we are in so much of hurry. We want to do everything
instant results.
So let us keep this mantra of slow parenting.
Okay.
Slow
Ma'am, is
parenting.
this called positive parenting? Is this what is called as positive parenting?
Yes, positive parenting bol lo, conscious parenting bol lo, mindful parenting bol lo.
Okay.
Whatever you can speak, it is basically being present to the child.
Being present.
And walking the journey. See, I see it as a child and parents relationship. I see it as a very spiritual relationship.
Right.
Okay. So let us, if we all understand it that way, it will be very like, we worship gods that we can't see. And we beat the child who is with us. Okay. And we shout on the child who is with us. The child is also the form of God. Till even like if you go from till 7 years, children are actually, they are very much connected to the God, whichever God you believe in. Okay,
Right.
so we can take this topic sometime later. This is also a very interesting topic, that how the child and the parent spiritual journey together. So this we can take sometime later. So yes, shall we stop the session here or anything else? किसी को कुछ और बोलना है?
Ma'am, like many of the parents that I know, right, I've seen that they force the child to study. Like, you have to study now, it's time to study. Like you said, when you told, go at a slower pace, when they are ready to do it, when you do it, I think it becomes easier for us and them. Is that how it is?
Yes, actually till the age of 5, 6, forcing the child to study, it is little, I think we can just go slow about it.
Yeah, because I see that everyone's in a hurry. Okay, my child knows 100 numbers. What about yours? That kind of a thing I'm seeing very often. So I just thought I'll ask you that.
Yes, it is all socially created, it's all created. It's not so. My daughter is 5.5. She doesn't know anything as of now. She has not started studies,
Okay.
not started learning. Okay. And it doesn't matter if she learns, like, the child will learn because the human being wants to learn.
Yeah, right.
Only when the child is pressurized and forced and, then they lose the interest.
Right, ma'am. They get so like scared to do it. They have inhibitions towards it, I feel. The face, everything changes. So that's what. Yeah, thank you. That was one doubt.
So, shall we close it for the session today?
एक्सक्यूज मी अर्चना मैम,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
प्लीज शेयर करिएगा इसको स्लाइड और उनको आज का जो है सेशन.
ठीक है.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच.
I'm Asta here, ma'am. Really wonderful session, very informative, and मतलब हमें पता होता है कई चीजें, लेकिन अब पता चलती हैं जब कोई और अच्छे से दिखाता है. And you have shown some researches as well. Ma'am, I have a query. ये वाला तो मुझे पता चल गया कि हाँ, बहुत जगह हम गलतियां करते हैं. हम काम करते करते बच्चों को सुनते हैं और बच्चे भी उसी तरीके से परसीव करते हैं कि पेरेंट आर नॉट more attentive towards me, so that's why I also will not be like this. तो यहाँ पे मैम जो गलतियां हो चुकी हैं, how we can mend up, means हम उसे करेक्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं अब आगे के लिए?
वो बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं. What is the age of your child?
6.
6 तो अभी बहुत छोटा है. हो सकता है. See, what you can do is just follow the child, I would say. ठीक है. जैसे वो करना चाहता है, जैसे वो रहना चाहता है, वो कुछ भी ड्राइंग करना चाहता है, कुछ करना चाहता है, फॉलो द चाइल्ड एंड बी विद द चाइल्ड एंड स्पेंड द टाइम विद द चाइल्ड. वो चला जाएगा. 6 साल का भी बहुत छोटा है, दो द सिग्निफिकेंट लाइफ ही हैज लिव्ड, बट स्टिल अभी 6 इज अ यंग एज. अभी उसमें उतना बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग फीलिंग्स नहीं आया होता है 6 years में. देयर आर नॉट वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग फीलिंग्स. ठीक है.
One thing is that कि उसमें ना एक ऐसी मतलब उसकी अगर मैं कुछ अच्छी बातें शेयर करती हूँ तो उसे दूसरों के सामने शेयर करना अच्छा नहीं लगता कि अरे मम्मा क्यों कर रही है, मम्मा मत बोलो, इट्स अ सीक्रेट, इट्स आवर सीक्रेट. सो मतलब ये वाली चीज इट्स ओके, मतलब कि मुझे नहीं हर एक को बतानी चाहिए, या अच्छी बातें होती हैं, मुझे लगता है शायद उसको मोटिवेशन मिलेगी, he'll do it.
Child till the age of 7 years and you have a boy.
Boy, yes ma'am, he's a boy and he is a very shy kind. मतलब वो खुलता है तो देर से खुलता है, but वो बहुत shy kind रहता है. He is on his father, मतलब वो इस मामले में अपने पापा के ऊपर है.
तो जो बच्चे हैं वो लगभग 7 साल तक they are one with the mother.
Okay.
तो when we send them out, we हम दूसरों के बारे में, दूसरों के सामने जब बात करते हैं, बच्चे को बोलते हैं कि वो आंटी को ये बोल के सुना दो, वो आंटी को वो बोल के सुना दो. The child is not comfortable with that. That's very difficult for the child. ठीक है. And especially boys, they are very slow. It takes time for them. ठीक है. Many boys they don't get अपना मम्मी से वो अलग पर्सनालिटी एस्टैब्लिश ही नहीं कर पाते हैं थ्रू आउट द लाइव्स. ठीक है. But then till the age of 7, 8, they should be kept. They can be with mother. And if the child is not comfortable, don't do it. It's okay. It's completely okay.
Shall I add something, Archana?
Sure.
I would like to say that don't worry about the past. Asta, no? That was
Yes
Asta.
ma'am, it's Asta Diwan.
Don't worry. What has happened, so forget it. So look ahead. And then see what Archana has been telling, listen with all the senses. When your kid says, don't tell this to everybody, this is our secret, keep it as a secret.
Okay ma'am.
Oh, you will be a wonderful mommy.
Thank you so much ma'am, I want to be.
You are one, don't worry.
और मैम एक और बात में मेरी क्वेरी है, लास्ट टाइम भी थी कि कई बार बच्चे ना बहुत ज्यादा सिवियर गलती कर जाते हैं, वो हमारी नजर में सिवियर होती है, उस बच्चे की नजर में नहीं होती है. मैम व्हाट शुड बी द सॉल्यूशन फॉर दैट? मतलब उस बच्चे को बाद में समझाना चाहिए, उसी टाइम पे येल करना चाहिए, इज इट ओके टू बीट सम टाइम? मतलब आई जस्ट वांट टू हैव अ क्लैरिटी ऑन दिस, बिकॉज बोलते हैं कि आप 7 साल के बाद बच्चे को मतलब अगर जरूरत पड़े तो यू शुड बीट हिम या हर, ताकि उसे उस चीज की रियलाइज हो और उसे बात की ग्रेविटी पता हो और वो वापस से रिपीट ना करे। बट आई ऑलवेज थिंक कि नहीं यार, मतलब मुझे मार के बहुत दुख लगता है मैम, पता नहीं
एग्जैक्टली
ये चीज।
एग्जैक्टली। जितने भी मदर्स हैं जो यहाँ पे जो थोड़े से अवेयर हैं, सी यू आर हियर मींस यू आर लिटिल अवेयर दैट देयर इज समथिंग दैट यू वांट टू चेंज।
Yes, ma'am. I want to be a more conscious parent.
कॉन्शियस पेरेंट्स हो, सो अगर आप बच्चे को मारोगे तो अल्टीमेटली यू विल बी द पर्सन हु विल सफर इंटरनली, ठीक है?
And that I don't want.
मारना तो बिल्कुल आई वुड नेवर सजेस्ट कि किसी भी एज में नहीं मारना चाहिए, ना छोटे में ना बड़े में, ना 13-14 साल में कभी भी नहीं मारना चाहिए, ठीक है? बिकॉज फिजिकल अब्यूज तो इज वेरी वेरी बैड, इट इज अब्यूज, चाहे वो कैसे भी मार रहे हो आप, ठीक है? सो आई पर्सनली आई हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग दिस कि बच्चे को, क्योंकि क्या है, वंस द चाइल्ड इज फिजिकली अब्यूज्ड द चाइल्ड कैन अंडरस्टैंड द बाउंड्रीज, then child also comes in that, you know, वो बड़ा होके वो दूसरों को मारेगा।
Okay.
तो इसीलिए वो अभी अगर लड़का है और उसको बचपन में बहुत मारा है पेरेंट्स ने, तो वो बड़ा होके अपनी वाइफ को मारेगा, ठीक है? ये बहुत कॉमन, ये डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप है इसका, ठीक है? तो इसीलिए या फिर वो लड़कियों को तंग करेगा, जो भी उसकी गर्ल फ्रेंड्स होंगी या कहीं पे वो ना कुछ भी कहीं पर होगा, वहां पे उसका हमेशा अब्यूजिव रिलेशनशिप होगा, ठीक है? Because the parents have brought up child like this. This is okay. The one who is powerful can beat. So इसीलिए beating तो should never be the option. Yes, you can talk to child. आप बहुत firmly बात कर सकते हो उससे, but not at that point of time. जब उसने किया है उस समय तो बिल्कुल नहीं करना है, and yell तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं करना है. You can just go have a glass of water and sit somewhere else if you are very angry. This you can do. ठीक है? Look outside the window, look at the trees, look at the sky, have water, and then just get out of that moment. Okay, this I would suggest, because many times such moments come when you are very angry and then you cannot control it. Then don't be around the child at that point of time, because it will worsen, वो खराब करेगा चीजें, ठीक नहीं करेगा. And then later you tell the child that you did not like it, you felt bad. Then later you can talk.
मैम वन थिंग आई वांट टू ऐड कि मतलब कुछ चीजें पढ़ के वी स्टार्टेड हैविंग सम एक्टिविटीज कि जब भी गुस्सा आए बेटा आप या तो उल्टी काउंटिंग करो, मैं चुप रहूं, और जब भी अगर उसे गुस्सा आता है तो आई जस्ट कीप साइलेंट, मींस मैं चुप रहने की कोशिश करती हूँ और मैं उससे बहुत प्यार से बात करती हूँ. मैम इज इट गिविंग अ वेरी नेगेटिव साइन ऑफ मदर कि नहीं यार मम्मा तो इतने प्यार से बात करी यानी वो बात मान जाएगी, समथिंग लाइक दिस? और उसके अंदर वो मतलब एक्टिविटीज अगर मैं बोलूं अच्छा आप दूर हो जाओ मुझसे या मैं दूर चली जाती हूँ, तो वो चीजें वर्सन तो नहीं करेगा, मतलब विल इट हैव एनी नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट कि हम ये जो एक्टिविटीज करते हैं या दूर चले जाना?
बहुत गलत है, दिस इज वेरी बैड. 6 year with 7, 8 साल 9 साल के बच्चे तक तो कभी नहीं करना चाहिए कि उसको ये बोलना कि मम्मा कहीं चली जाएगी.
नहीं मतलब मैं दूर हो जाऊं, आप किसी कॉर्नर में बैठ जाओ जहाँ पे आप गुस्सा अपना निकाल सको, या मैं
वो कर सकते.
ओके ये वाला पॉइंट जो आपने बोला कि मम्मा दूर चली जाएगी, कि मैं उसे जैसे बोलती हूँ मैं गुरुकुल भेज दूंगी, तो उसे बुरा लगती है ये बात.
ये बहुत बच्चे के लिए डरावनी बात है, पता है? ये बच्चों को दिमाग पे इफेक्ट करता है, ये चीज से बच्चों को इवन न्यूरोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं इस चीज से व्हेन मदर से दिस कि मैं दूर चली जाऊंगी या तुमको हॉस्टल में भेज देंगे, क्योंकि बच्चा उसके लिए रेडी नहीं होता और वो बहुत डर जाता है कि उसका क्या होगा, वो कहाँ रहेगा, उसको खाना कौन देगा, फिर वो बहुत डर जाता है और उसके दिमाग में स्टोरी चलने लगती है और फिर बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, पेट दुखता है, बुखार होता है, वो सब कुछ होता है उसको बार बार. ठीक है आस्था, आप हमारे ग्रुप में हो क्या, पेरेंटिंग ग्रुप में?
Yes ma'am, yes I am in that group. And ma'am I would like to request you कि मैम spiritual parenting जो आप कह रहे थे प्लीज आप वो भी जरूर करना.
हाँ एक टॉपिक.
And ma'am thank you so much for being here, for inviting people here and to turn parents like us into more conscious and mindful parents. Thank you for doing these sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I would request you to share in the group. एक बार ग्रुप में शेयर कर देना अपना फीडबैक्स प्लीज.
Sure ma'am, definitely.
All others should come. देखो अभी इतने कम लोग हैं, मुझे लगता है ज्यादा लोग हो तो ये थोड़ा ज्यादा, because from your, ऐसा नहीं है कि जो तुम्हारा एक्सपीरियंस है वो किसी और का एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, और 50 पेरेंट का सेम एक्सपीरियंस होगा.
Yes, ma'am.
So when we talk, we learn कि अच्छा उसके वहां पे ऐसा, तो मुझे ये करना है. ठीक है. So let us okay then अभी wind up करते हैं हम लोग. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.